help you put your shot in.
That sounds
shot.
weird on the podcast. A migraine shot.
Migraine shot.
Yeah,
What
like,
shot?
I helped you shoot the needle in your arm.
I helped you with your Botox.
Don't. I get free Botox.
I did the Botox.
This is my fault for having you on my podcast.
It's your fault for having me in the first place.
Well, I can't help it.
What?
This is not a good idea.
No, it is not.
We are in trouble.
Hey guys, it's Kerri Pomarolli and welcome back to our podcast. And Ruby. That's my other daughter who's never on screen. But this is my daughter,
Lucy McGee.
And welcome back to our podcast.
This is not a good idea.
Yes.
No.
Ruby, you can say hello to the people.
No, Mama, I want to stay too.
Okay, but you can stay, but you have to say silently because
you
this is
can't
the only
say
project that I've ever done in media that is not.
I Starbucks, but they did not get my order.
This is going to literally boost our publicity.
You know what?
Just the
really
fact
will.
that Ruby said that she had Starbucks.
Yeah. I have this theory that I could be on the cover of Time magazine on my Instagram and 40 people would say that's great. And Ruby would be like, I went to Starbucks. And 5,000 people would be like, she's so amazing.
Yeah.
Do you know that you have a huge following on Instagram, Ruby?
Who?
You. Okay, but I'm going to talk to Lucy and you're going to be just here. Silent.
You're just going to kind of boost everything.
Yes. So the topic for today's episode is you know too much.
I do know too much.
Oh, you agree?
I do.
Stop slurping Starbucks on the podcast. Not everything you do is adorable, okay?
You're doing it on purpose now.
No, Lucy, the reason...
No.
Okay, now you're done slurping. If you slurp, you have to go. I'm not joking. Are you going to slurp again?
No, it's not.
Okay, you have to go if you slurp.
It's not slurp.
Ruby on laughing gas today.
Yeah, Ruby had to go to the dentist and go on nitrous, and Lucy went along and waited in the car just so she could see her sister on laughing gas. Now, here's my theory on laughing gas. I need it at home. I want nitrous
Because I think with CB, maybe.
Ruby asked me to marry her like 6 different times, and then she like kept kicking me with her feet and wanted me to pretend they were a telephone.
Do you like nitrous Ruby better than regular non-nitrous Ruby?
I don't know, because it was weird because at first Ruby was silent because I was expecting.
See,
like,
this is like if Ruby smoked pot. It's very similar.
No. It's
right,
weird.
Andres?
It's so weird. Ruby started like she was just normal. She didn't say anything. She was on laughing gas and she just came in the car and I was waiting for like it to be one of those videos where people are really crazy and weird.
Those are fake. But anyway.
They're not.
The Taylor Swift one was fake on the Tonight Show. Stop cracking your knuckles on the
Sorry.
podcast.
Also, I'm not talking about Taylor Swift. I'm talking about people actually.
Okay, in general, this has nothing to do with our topic.
Anyway, so Ruby.
Shocker, Andrea.
I thought.
Shocker.
No. Okay, so Ruby comes in the car and I'm expecting her to be all woozy and weird. So she's just sitting there and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And she has gauze in her mouth, so she can't really say anything. But she's just sitting there and she's not doing anything. And I'm like,
okay, I'm bored with this story.
She's normal. She's not even her normal self. She's normal in the eyes of
then
others.
She said, "Will you marry me?"
No, and then she like started acting weird gradually, like started kicking my seat.
Was it worth the trip?
You know, it was only until we got home that the nitrous actually kicked in.
Are you gonna go again next
yes,
time she goes to
because I'm gonna make her breathe through her nose. She breathes through her mouth. So you need to breathe through your nose so that it affects you more.
Stop.
Okay. Can we talk about the topic?
I thought that was the topic.
That digression? Was that grammatically
tangent.
correct?
Just say tangent.
It was a tangent. Shocking. So I think you know too much, maybe because I'm a single mom.
What does that have to do with the fact that I know too much?
I mean, you know too much about me and grown up
You're
life.
my mom.
But, like, you know that I
grew up talking to adults.
You know that
I'm gonna wait for my gymnastics.
Okay, bye. Go away.
Maybe.
For example, I've dieted and I've confided in you all my neurotic secrets. You know that I got Botox before.
I do know that, and you told me about it, and I know all of your medical problems.
Yeah, you do know a lot. And I feel like
I had to help you put your shot in.
That sounds
shot.
weird on the podcast. A migraine shot.
Migraine shot.
Yeah, that's
What
like
shot?
I helped you shoot the needle in your arm.
I helped you with your
Please
Botox.
don't. I get free Botox.
I did the Botox.
You know what? If it was possible, I'm open. But I'm gonna tell you, I recently got Botox for the first time since
Oh my
COVID.
gosh.
I know it's bad, Ruby. I know.
When?
But now they
Your
messed up. If you're
face
watching
is
on,
so
if you're watching,
tight
shut
and weird.
up.
Okay.
If you're watching on YouTube, which you should watch on YouTube because you get to see what I'm talking about. They messed up my Botox, so my eyebrows are too low, and I don't have an arch in my eyebrows. It's bad. I haven't gotten Botox in like 3 years. Shut up. I haven't gotten Botox in 3 years, and maybe I shouldn't have gotten it on Groupon. I'm just saying, maybe I should have gone to a licensed facility because now I don't have an arch in my eyebrows anymore. But my forehead, if you're watching on YouTube, people, wow, do I look amazing?
Okay, raise your eyebrows.
I am.
No, you're not.
I
There's
am.
no way you're raising your eyebrows. Raise your eyebrows.
So I am raising my
you're
eyebrows.
not raising your eyebrows.
This is me. Wait, this is me angry.
Raise your eyebrows. Just. Oh my gosh.
I know, but I look good on Facebook.
You let someone
So-
stick a needle in your
Mom,
face, so that's what
raise
you
your
look like when
eyebrows.
you raise your eyebrows?
'Cause that's
Okay,
not
so-
it.
The thing is, you know a lot about my personal life. You know a lot about my
We're
struggles.
related. We live
Yeah,
together.
but my mother never told me a dang thing.
Well, she
is
told me
still-
everything.
She's
She
still.
told me
Leggings.
everything. I
My
know
mother
everything.
is a virgin. She's 79 years old. She's never had alcohol. She's never smoked a cigarette, except her cousin narked her out at church and said she smoked when she was 11.
Yeah, but we
I-
don't know because Cousin Buddy apparently makes up stories about everyone in
No,
the
I
family.
think mom was a toker a little bit. But
She did other things.
I just feel that
She's also watching this.
I know that's I'm not saying too much about what
Yeah,
she
I
did.
know.
But do you feel that it's good or bad that you know all this inside info on your mom? Would you rather me be more of a traditional mother
No.
that doesn't tell you stuff?
You don't understand that this is just free blackmail. It's literally if I want something, I can get it now because you've given me the
But
opportunity.
I have blackmail on you, so I would call it even.
You're my mom. You're
Do you want me to
supposed
start talking, or should we just cut this?
Yeah. Basically, it's like a Russia America kind of situation here.
I'm America.
No, you're not.
I'm Russia.
I'm Russia, actually.
Okay, I'm America.
Okay.
I'm
I don't wanna
Ronald
be
Reagan.
America.
Because he got the wall down in the
He's
Soviet Union.
dead.
I know, but he
You
was
mean the
awesome.
Berlin Wall?
Yeah.
That's in
Germany. That was in Germany. I know my geography.
You don't even know any. Okay.
So, but here's the question I want to know. Do you think it's because I'm a single mom that I confide in you too much?
Basically,
Mom, not single.
I am single.
They're not.
Just because your dad is around every day.
It's not single.
Okay.
Do
Freddie,
not listen to it.
I don't know this.
do you feel that it's a good thing
Good thing that you're
besides
single.
the blackmail? No, that I tell you a bunch of stuff.
Well, basically, all of COVID became a Cold War between me and you. But yeah.
I mean, you've seen me cry. I've not until I was an adult did I see my.
Wait, I thought you said you saw your mom cry when when you were younger.
Not really.
I'm like, never mind. That's getting a bit too
She had
personal.
to be really strong. I mean, I was very sick when I was 11. I had
I made a joke and you started crying.
okay, but I had life-altering surgery. I had 2 metal rods
Yeah,
implanted,
that's
and I was
horrible.
in treatment for a year. My mom said she cried every night. I never saw her cry. She was like iron.
Maybe she was just like mentally crying.
No,
like,
she cried behind
like,
closed
oh my
doors.
gosh, I'm so sad.
But no, you've seen me lose my mind
I have.
many times.
I came up to you one time and joked about how mad I was.
What did you say?
I don't remember, but I made a joke to you about something that happened. I think it might have been about horse camp or something, about it getting canceled or something like wasn't right that you didn't get exactly right. And I made a joke about it, and you just started crying and you started handing me money.
What?
You started crying and you handed me $20.
To say why?
I don't
Trying
know.
to buy your love? You probably put me in such an emotional state that I needed to be committed, and I was like, here's $20 to buy yourself lunch.
You started crying and you handed me $20.
You have the most jacked up way of telling stories.
I
Because
don't.
you're not filling in any details. For the listener,
That's the thing. I don't even know the details.
you're a terrible
I
storyteller.
don't know the context.
Let me tell you something as a professional writer. You need a beginning, a middle, and an end.
That's the thing. You didn't give that to me. You
Okay,
just
whatever.
started crying.
Well, I just don't have the answer to how I feel about my parenting. But I was talking to a friend of mine today.
I have the answer about how I feel about
Wait.
my parenting. I have a very healthy idea of what I'm
Oh,
going to do.
because you're going to crush it. You're going to be amazing.
Don't you understand? We have the 10-second scream out.
Yeah, this is your plan, right?
Right. When we have 10, okay, so if the entire family's angry about something, it has to be at least a bunch of us. I don't know how many kids I'm having. if I'm having kids at all. I don't know. It could just be the family in general. But we're going to sit down in like wherever we sit. I don't know. It could be on the floor. It could be some random place. It could be in the car if we're in a public place. So we're going to go and we're going to sit down and I'm going to put on a timer from 10 to 30 seconds depending on how angry everyone is. 30 seconds is everyone's like raging angry. But like if it's just minor, then it'll be 10 seconds. 10 to 30 seconds to scream at everyone, whether it's directly to a person or just in general, just yelling or saying words. We're just going to yell. And then after those 10 to 30 seconds are over, we're done.
Then
we
you
don't
never
talk about
speak of it again?
No, we don't.
That's really healthy.
It's amazing. Unless it's actually serious, you know?
I mean, how do you define serious?
Suicidal thoughts.
Oh, so anything short of suicide, we're going to yell about it and then never
No,
be done?
I mean, like, if it's, like, illegal.
I mean, I'll be living with you. I'll be
Okay,
in
listen.
the grandma
Why
stage.
are you living with us?
No, I might be living with my lumberjack husband who
Why
I'm going
don't
to
you
meet in
live
Washington.
with Ruby? Why do I feel like you bring Ruby with you, though?
It's debatable.
I'm not
But,
living with
so there's a good friend of yours, and I was talking to her mom today, and she has given her daughter a credit card. And she's,
Oh, I know who this is.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
Ever
like a
since third
secret.
grade. Like third, fourth
Really?
grade. Yeah. She's had a credit card.
You know who it is.
Yeah, I know who it is.
I'm like, what? You have given a an 8-year-old a credit card?
Yeah, no. Yeah, she's had it. We all know. And
So
then
in
she took me
certain-
shopping. She took me to Target in the mall. Her mom was in the car. We were in the mall. And she was like, what do you want? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, I
Okay,
have Apple
so
Pay.
This is the wrong friend. It's another friend.
What?
In Culver City?
Oh, that friend. Yeah.
So now you have 2 friends with credit cards.
Yeah, no. There's another one that's had a credit card since she was
So
young.
part of me prides myself on, trying to slow down the evolution of you growing up too fast. I did just give in a major way last week.
How?
What is sitting right in front of you?
That is not.
Just tell the listeners they can't see it. What is it?
I got a Wii.
Yeah, she got a Wii. I allowed the Devil's Playground in the house. I allowed it.
Mario Kart?
Well, now your sister.
Mario-
Wait. Your sister refuses to play tennis. She refuses to play baseball. She sits on her bahootie on the couch, not exercising.
Yeah, she
with
does
the remote
tennis with me.
control.
Yeah, she does it with me. She just doesn't like doing it by herself. It's not
Yeah,
that fun.
I mean, but back to my original topic. There's certain areas where, so I have this plan for you. I want you to be this weird rebel in high school that doesn't do social media. I want you to be like the last holdout.
You want me to be the introvert that probably has depressing thoughts?
Yeah, but not on social media have depressing thoughts. Because if you
So
ever
just
were,
that's even
girl,
worse.
if you were on social media, whoa, I would watch you like a hawk. Because your mama's on social media about 25 hours a day.
What would I do on social media?
Post borderline inappropriate pictures and get grounded.
What would I like?
It happens.
You think I have the ability
No,
to do that?
Your friends do it all the time. I'm friends with them on Facebook.
Why
You know what
are
your
you-
friends do? You know what your friends do? They post these extremely close facial pictures of themselves, and then they add donkey ears. Is this supposed to be sexy with the girls today? When you go to
It's
meet
not
a girl,
a donkey. It's dog ears.
yeah, it's donkey dog. When you go to meet a girl that you met on Snapchat for a blind date someday, and you're like, you know what would be so much prettier if you had a unicorn horn like your picture when I met you. That is some jacked up stuff.
I think it's
Why
fun.
are kids adding animal
Why
parts?
did you get an app that specifically makes you look like a cartoon character?
I only got it because everyone else got it.
Oh my gosh. She gave in to peer pressure.
If everybody's doing it on Instagram, I'm a week late and then I join the party. But do you feel like there's anything where I've told you
You
too
know what
much?
I really feel like you should have?
What?
A Twitter account.
I have a Twitter
Just
account.
so you get distraught. I'm just kidding.
I have Twitter. But do you feel that I've told you too much in certain areas, or do you feel like we're good?
I don't really know what too much is anymore because
We've
I just
crossed that boundary during COVID.
Yeah, there
like
was
800
there is
times.
no before. There is no too much anymore.
But
I'm
now
just kind of
people
prepared
listen to
anything.
us on the podcast and they think that you don't act your age and respect me, but you do off camera.
Off camera. Yeah.
What? I'm serious.
Yes, yeah.
Somebody compared you to Bart Simpson on the podcast.
That's a compliment in disguise. If you got compared to Bart Simpson at my age, like, I could be Bart Simpson, and I'd be happy with that.
You kind of remind me of Bart Simpson.
Thank you.
And you're sporting your rainbow suspenders and you're reminding me of Mork and Mindy. If you're not watching on YouTube, you should check out my daughter's rainbow
It's always
suspenders.
that, but it's never Robin Williams.
Yes.
Maybe it's because he didn't have the bow tie.
I do love the bow tie.
The bow tie is the best part.
But I thought that was a worthy discussion. Maybe this will let other parents discuss with their kids. Do you know too much? And maybe this podcast will help somebody.
I feel like in some areas I just don't know enough.
Well, thank God, because I still have 5 more years with you.
Oh
to
no,
teach you.
not those areas.
And to guide you. Like
I
an
know
elder-
all the
Oh,
stuff.
stop. Let's wrap it
Not
up.
that stuff.
Let's just wrap it up.
No, I mean like I know
Everything. Everything about, and when you're 40, we're going to have this podcast to look back on. It's going to be amazing.
it is gonna be amazing.
Because you're going to call me crying about your rotten kids, and then I'm going to be like, remember back
How
in
do you
2000
even know I want kids? If I want a kid, I'll just get a boy.
They suck too.
That's the point.
Okay. Well, that's a beautiful way to end the podcast. And I do want to tell everyone we appreciate your emails and your comments. This is not a
We're
good
getting
idea.
emails.
Yeah, tons of emails.
I don't even I don't know any
This
of
is not a good idea podcast at gmail.com. We're on Spotify and iTunes and wherever podcasts are broadcast. Please tell your friends so we can keep doing this. Because we have a lot of sponsors that haven't called us. So say bye.
What?
Say bye.
Bye.